Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how effective Ring Fit Adventure can be for weight loss and performance if you throw in some regularity and structure by looking at the results of my recent Ring Fit Kickstart 2.0 program. We'll check how much improvement participants saw in every category, hint hint, as well as compare it to the previous program I wrote, Seeing What Is Best. Overall, the results are showing that Ring Fit is a very effective fitness tool and can definitely be used for weight loss and increasing performance, but I knew that, now you know it as well. Pretty good. If you want to skip to the results, then just use the timestamps in the description, okay? So for those not in the know, the Ring Fit Kickstart 2.0 is a PT-style structured program written by myself, a qualified personal trainer through the Australian Institute of Fitness. It takes 30 days to complete. There is testing protocols before and after to check your progress. There are different goals included within the Ring Fit Kickstart 2.0 program. And yeah, it's just a bunch of fun. It's all done entirely within Ring Fit. We train different muscles each day with a gradual increase in volume based in the training principle of progressive overload. The program included rest days, flexibility sessions, cardio sessions to make it a rounded program, but there were different splits of the program essentially. There was weight loss, muscle, and beginner. Each was aimed towards a different demographic. Weight loss was aimed at people who wanted to lose weight, and that was the most popular of the programs. There was muscle toning, which was aimed at actual fat loss because muscle toning doesn't technically exist. And then there was beginner, which was introducing people to a regular program, introducing them to what Ring Fit can do for them. Once participants had finished the Ring Fit Kickstart 2.0, I asked them if they would fill in a little form, tell me their results from before and after, so that I could pick out any weaknesses, any trends, and see how effective the program was in general, and how well it worked in comparison to last year's. So that's now what this video is comprised of. So before we look at the main results, here are some cool statistics from the Kickstart 2.0. Of the 46 responses I got, there were a relatively even split between male and female participants, with a couple of non-binary or gender-neutral participants as well. The majority of participants were aged between 26 and 50, with one participant being over 65. That's amazing. A cheeky 69.6% of participants were already subscribed to the YouTube channel, but a bunch found it through Reddit, Facebook, and YouTube search. 2 people heard it through word of mouth as well, so thank you. The lesson here is that if you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe. Almost half of all participants completed it in full, and then the vast majority of others completed it with a couple of extra rest days, which is completely fair if you're getting back into exercise. So well done everyone. And almost 60% of participants did the weight loss program, with over a third doing the muscle program. There were only a few beginners, which is pretty cool. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we tested before and after the program with up to 14 different tests. The mandatory ones that I wanted all participants to measure progress were take their weight, then do 5 of the quick play challenges, spinal erectors, mighty pectoralis, quadriceps, endless latissimus dorsi, and endless deltoids, which targeted endurance and strength aspects of the body. We then did 3 mini games, crate crasher, squat goals, and treadmill on varying difficulties before I asked participants to do a standing toe touch to test their flexibility. We then had some IRL challenges to do outside of Ring Fit to see if there was any transfer of ability from RFA to other disciplines. A 10-minute straight run outside or on a treadmill, 60 seconds AMRAP, as many reps as possible of push-ups and squats, as well as a waist measurement. This one was particularly important for the muscle trainees to see if they were shifting body fat as well as their general weight. So let's have a cheeky look at those results. Look, I'm in the corner now. So we're working through each tab at the bottom, and we're going to have a little chat about it and see what trends we can see from each of these. So not everyone completed each test or every single result, because some of them weren't mandatory and some people forgot to put the answers in properly. So it is what it is. I'll say how many people submitted their results. So this is weight loss, or the same lost joke as last time. Don't worry about it. Go watch the other video if you want to. But the point is that hopefully you can see my cursor. So you can see the blue and you can see the red here. The blue is before, the red is after. So we can see that there were, in general, the higher points is a higher weight. This is in kilos. So of 38 results, you can see that in general, there's a much higher range at the start than there was after. Most people have lost weight essentially, and we can actually see down here, the average weight lost was 1.47 kilos, which is fantastic. Like that's so good. That's roughly 3 pounds or something like that, which is fantastic. And that's what's happened for a lot of people. Now, weight loss is very much based in diet, which is what it is. You know, you've got to kind of consider that. But people have still done fantastically with this, which is really cool. We can see, yeah, people have lost weight, and that's fantastic considering most of them were aiming for weight loss. That's awesome. So the spinal erectors challenge is the first of the quick play challenges. We had 44 people give their results. The blue is before, the red is after. And you can see in general, people were doing much better. people were doing much better because the red peaks are in general much higher than the blues. And quite often you'll see these different results. You can see some people have made some major improvements. I have no idea who's done it, but I like this one and this one. Like, wow, that is huge. That's a huge improvement. And that's fantastic. That's like 58 reps or something like that extra. And the average amount of reps has gone up from, what's that? That is... that is 64 reps to just over 82 reps. That is fantastic. That is really fantastic. So people have done really well here. Congratulations. So yeah, again, we can see a marked improvement in their endurance. I've got 42 results for the Mighty Pectoralis challenge, and again we can see the same sort of trend. We can see the blue is lower, the red is higher. That means that people have increased their results. Again, the average result has gone up from 62 to 90. That's mad. That's a lot of extra reps, showing more strength and more endurance has been gained through this program, which is cool. Yeah, definitely this is, on the chest, the Mighty Pectoralis, there's a lot of chest work that we were doing, so that's understandable. Quadriceps challenge, again, same trends. You can see some massive improvements. It's not quite as much of an improvement in general, I've got to say. It was only by 11 reps, but then again, that's an AMRAP one. It's as many reps as possible within 20 seconds, I believe. So, people are still doing really well. There's a couple of results which aren't so great, but that's, it is what it is. People have still worked really hard, and in general, we've seen some market improvement. So yeah, the general trends is higher improvement. Endless latissimus dorsi is holding on for as long as possible. So this is really endurance based. And again, blue is lower, red is higher. That is showing me that a lot of people have had a lot of improvement. Now the average improvement has gone from, 51 up to 65. So people have been holding on for over a minute, whereas they weren't making a minute beforehand. So the average 51 seconds going up to 65 seconds, that's a fantastic increase in endurance over a month. Endless deltoids, again, is a similar sort of situation. 44 people gave their results. And look at this massive peak here, 144 seconds someone got. That is mad. I think that's actually higher than my own record. That's cool. So look at this. This is great. We have got another increase. People are holding on, when the endless deltoids, it's holding overhead. They were holding on for about 48 seconds, and then the average has gone up to 63 seconds. So people are breaking a whole minute. It's another 15 seconds essentially. That's amazing. That's amazing. Really great endurance gains shown through the Kickstart 2.0. People have worked really hard. I'm really proud of them. Next, we have Crate Crasher. So Crate Crasher is one of the mini games. Crate Crasher, essentially, what we were doing is we were just seeing strength, endurance sort of thing. How many points can people improve their high scores? Yes, the answer is yes. People in general have got another 1,500 points from this game. So that's a lot of accuracy, a lot of power, and more endurance, not being so tired. Maybe it's knowing the game a little bit when it comes to this one, because you know how to break the crates more efficiently, but also I would say strength and endurance plays a big part in that. So nice one. 41 results for that one. We had 40 results for squat goals. And again, people have done an increase, which is fantastic. This looks really drastic, but these numbers are a lot smaller. So it's actually only an increase in 680 points, but that's still good. That's still really good. So I'm really happy to see that. Again, you can see a lot of people in, you can see these red peaks definitely working here. That's great. Finally, we have the Dreadmill of the mini games, and look, Dreadmill's a hard game in general, but people still improved, and this one is definitely about their cardio endurance, and that's fantastic because this shows real cardio endurance has been gained through the Kickstart 2.0. People are getting a much better result. They're increasing their point by 715 points, which is the difference between an A and an S rank, so that's really cool. In general, you're seeing a lot of people doing a lot of higher peaks here. A lot of increases. That's fantastic. So next is the standing toe touch, and I really tried to get a kind of like an actual kind of reading for this, but I really didn't write the question very well, so this is on me. We don't have exact measurements, but if we have a little read of what people have done, people are getting top of the socks, then they're reaching the bottom of the ankle. They were 29.21 centimeters off the ground, and then they're touching the floor. Most people were getting to be touching the floor, whereas before they weren't. So the general consensus is that people can reach further, which implies a flexibility benefit from this Kickstart program, which is awesome because that was intended, really. That was intended. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not going to spend much more time on that. Next are the optional tests. So the run, I only had 7 people do this, but there's been a pretty good increase. 150 meters they're able to increase their running by now. Considering the actual act of proper running outside is very different to running on the spot in Ring Fit. There's a much different range of motion, plus you've got all the other impact, you've got other elements as well. This is really good to see that there is some translation, cardio benefits translating to real running. I'm really happy to see that. 60 seconds of push-ups. 60 seconds of push-ups next, and we had 19 participants. Again, if we look at these results, the red peaks are the final results, the blue are after. We're seeing some increases. We're actually seeing some increases. People are doing another 4 push-ups. You know, it's increasing their ability to do 4 push-ups, which doesn't sound like a lot, but considering there isn't really a range of motion for push-ups within Ring Fit, like you're pushing, that motion is not really done in Ring Fit at all. It's minorly done with the rushes, but you're not really increasing the strength. You're not doing, you're not fighting against resistance with that. You're not doing proper push-ups in any form really within Ring Fit. So the fact that we are seeing these sorts of increases shows real life transfer of ability from Ring Fit to real life, which is good. Very good, very good is what I was thinking. I was thinking around that sort of level, like 5 reps and stuff. So amazing work from the people who supported this one. Then we have 60 seconds of squats, and this one's really interesting because I had 22 participants, and look, mostly increases, which is really cool. The reds, reds final, blues before. We had some who were doing more. But not a lot. The general increase, people were doing another 7 squats within 60 seconds, which is really cool. It's a really interesting AMRAP one to do as long as you're doing good form. But yeah, really fantastic. It's definitely more of a speed and endurance related one, and we were doing a lot of squats during the Ring Fit Kickstart 2.0, so I'd say that's really good. And the final one is waist measurement. So I was really excited for this, and I was really nervous as well, because I was like, this is kind of in my opinion, the one that makes or breaks the program for a lot of things, especially for the muscle one, because if people are actually losing fat, they are going to be shrinking their waist size, and considering waist size is directly linked to like heart disease and diabetes and stuff, I really wanted to make sure that this is a measurement that people are able to to get down, and it's happened. It's really good. This shows some real physical changes possible with Ring Fit, which is amazing. And look, a lot of the participants for this one were doing the muscle program, which is awesome, which is those higher reps and those more resistance focused exercises. People lost an inch on average, which is really cool, with some people losing a lot more. I'm really happy to see this. Really happy to see this. In general, we're seeing a lot more. Some people gained, but then again, it's going to be like some diet-based stuff. But in general, we've seen some fantastic decreases. So look, no one has gained. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, look, that's amazing. That's even better. So everyone, like one person maintained their waist size, but apart from that, everyone else has shrunk their waist size in some way. That's so good. Ring Fit does the work if you put the work in. Fantastic. So, summing up the results of the Kickstart 2.0 in a nice little bow, in every single category we saw increases and decreases in the right direction. We saw speed improvements, endurance improvements, strength improvements, we saw waist size shrinkage, we saw weight loss as well. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. That shows to me that this program was put together in the right way, and people are kickstarting their lives. Look at the joke. People are actually kickstarting it properly, and they are, going in the right direction. This is really good, and I really hope all those people are sticking with their training. I was really happy to see the increases in conventional push-ups, squats, and the distance run outside. Those were, like that kind of the transfer from the video game to real life, especially the push-ups where there's no motion in there, as I was saying. Like, I think that's amazing that we have been able to increase our push-ups using Ring Fit. With all of these things combined, I think that Ring Fit in general, but especially the Ring Fit Kickstart 2.0, is an effective training program, which is awesome. But is it as effective as last year's? Well, with the limited data ranges and small sample size, it's difficult to tell. The average weight loss with Kickstart 1 was higher at 3.2 kilos rather than 1.4 kilos, but that could be due to external factors, i.e. stricter diets, rather than anything specific with the Ring Fit playlists. The quick play challenges are pretty close as well, with the results from Kickstart 2.0 being better by no more than a couple of reps. So whilst we could say that Kickstart 2.0 is better for speed and endurance and power, whereas Ring Fit Kickstart 1 is better for weight loss, there's not really enough data to support that. People got results from both of them, it's just I collected better data from Kickstart 2.0. I do think that overall the results have been better from 2.0, which hopefully means that I programmed it better. I think I did better with it, and I think that people paid a bit more attention and really stuck with it in this time as well, which is awesome. But there's not masses of difference between the two, so I think that's where I'll leave it. Ring Fit Kickstart 2.0 in my eyes, and I think in the eyes of the participants, has been a huge success. It once again shows that with some dedication, some structure, and some knowledge, Ring Fit Adventure is definitely a good, effective fitness program and a good fitness game. The feedback was really interesting, by the way, and I really appreciate those kind words, and I especially love how many people have said that they are going to continue with their fitness journeys, whether it's with Ring Fit, whether it's with my programs, or whether it isn't. So that's, you know, that's really cool. That's really heartwarming. I loved that. That was so good. And for those of you who were saying that you wanted a Ring Fit Kickstart 2.0 sequel, who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. I may have some plans for something related to fitness boxing coming up soon, but we'll keep that on the down low for now. Thank you for your time today. Please like, share, and subscribe for more Ring Fit content on the way, especially if you've learned something cool or if you found this interesting. If you want to take part in the Kickstart 2.0, links in the description, and if you want more of a conventional training program, I've expanded my online training program, which is paid but features personalized training programs, nutritional advice, and weekly check-ins as well. So yeah, if you want to get in on that, please hit the link in the description for this video. Thank you so much to my patrons like Rain, I Love Waffles 1311, and Sick Hippie for the amazing support that they give me through Patreon. Really appreciate that, and I really appreciate your time today. I've been Master Trainer Peter, and I'll see you around.